Welcome back to another video by me, your boy Yinko, the Useless Ninja, and we're going to talk about a few quality of life changes that came with the update. So, for the most part, I had accidentally stumbled upon this, but if you can see right here that I'm pressing, this lets you cycle through the skill sets that you had enabled onto, if I can get onto my character, that you had essentially enabled onto your character early on. So if you had skills that you use for PvP, PvE, and maybe a hybrid of both, this is what you can cycle through, which is actually really, really dope. It saves you from having to be able to, stop what you're doing, go into the menu, or just essentially hitting your character and having to switch from there. So that's definitely a good quality of life change that they definitely implemented into the game. Also, of course, this is known by everybody, but the PvP disabled zone in territory, or server 3, as a lot of people call it. Server 3 is PvP disabled, so that's actually a very, very good quality of life. And from what I'm hearing is that not only is it disabled, but also now Dark Zone gives you hero XP as well, which is really, really, really fantastic. Of course, you have the Blitz, which unfortunately it's not, which is not 333 like it used to be. Now it's just all together 5, so it doesn't matter which 5 that you do. Essentially, it's just essentially telling you that you need to pick and choose wisely. Which blitz do you want to grind out the most? Now, granted, you do have more, but in my opinion, you had more when you were refreshing with the 300 diamonds versus refreshing with this, because if you were saying grinding out Maestro, instead of the regular 3, you would have 6 essentially, which would give you more than what you're doing. And who's to say that you would be able to refresh? I'm assuming that you would be able to refresh it a lot sooner than just waiting for a reset if you don't want to spend the diamonds. But at the same time, if you had like like I have 1,200 diamonds, if you have a few diamonds that you can definitely just casually throw away, that'll be just 300 that you would be able to refresh on a consistent basis to be able to, do said blitz. So I definitely feel like, as far as the blitz, uh, they definitely nerfed it, just because unless they boosted the rates of which these badges, like the 5 and 6 star, drop, I definitely say that they nerfed it and definitely made it a little bit harder for not only free to play, but also just everybody across the board to get these badges. So I definitely feel, because the RNG and the blitzes were already fucking terrible. In my opinion, they were already fucking terrible. So just doing this just made it kind of even a little bit worse. Now, what I would wish that they would do, aside from just having to purchase the uh, tickets, I definitely wish that they would make it to where, they boosted how many times that you could be able to do the raids. Just because you already, once you get up into like 4, 5, 6, 7. With the specializations, at this point, the rate of the success rate drops lower and lower as you go higher. So I definitely wish that instead of them taking taking away that aspect, they made it to where you can be able to at least grind it an extra 2 times instead of having to pay 200K uh, for for the raids. It just would make grinding a little bit easier on just not only the free to play but the whales, as well as um, just with them making RNG a factor in the specializations, that it just shows that they're not just trying to just be assholes and take our money in a way, or and if anything, trying to make it so time gated that they're trying to keep retention when they're losing players. So definitely feel that's one thing that they should have changed as far as quality of life. um let's look at the bundles that they have now. Of course, I've purchased a few bundles in the past when the game first dropped. I haven't really purchased anything, but just in case, for some of y'all who have a little bit extra money to be able to spend. So as you can see, they have the Dark Domain Starter Bundle, which is 1,600, which is really nice. And then a free 1,600, which bumps you up to 3,000, 3,200. No, no, my math is correct. 3,200. So, and then of course the Mambu's Treasure Box, which I have no clue what's in there, but at the same time, 26.99. I wish they would make some of these bundles a little bit cheaper, but I do understand that they're running a business. So at the same time, it is what it is. Then you have the Dark Dimension Conquest bundle, which gives you a quick 2,000, but it gives you 10 with costume and the card draw, which the card draw in a sense is trash. It's just as trash as the RNG and the specialization and the costume draws. So I mean, I don't know. You take it or leave it with what you want to do. It's about the same with Dormammu's Treasure Bundle. It's basically the same thing, except you're not getting the diamonds. You're spending the diamonds, if anything. Then you got the Dimension Box of Darkness, which gives you Dimension Box tickets 10 and Dimension Box of Darkness 10. In my opinion, the Dimension Boxes, unless they're going to buff that, I wouldn't even fuck with it. Just because the RNG in that as well is pretty fucking trash. Then you have the Alpha Starter Bundle, and then you have the Custom Enhanced Support Bundle, which is cool if you haven't already been saving up. I know a lot of us in the community, as well as just people, we've just been saving up. Like as you can see, I have the 28 crystallized, then I have 107 stable, and then I have 600 unstable. And this is just me just consistently playing. So I'm pretty sure that uh, if you've been playing just as consistently as me and haven't been upgrading anything, then you yourself should have the same amount, if not more than me. And I've been playing every single day. So aside from that, not too much else. Not too much else as far as the quality of life is concerned with this update. Not too much. I mean, like I said, you could switch through the skill sets, which in my opinion is fantastic in the grand scheme of things. The PvP disabled portion of Dark Zone is also a great addition um, to to Dark Zone, just because it fosters more camaraderie than anything. Now, granted, Dark Zone is supposed to be kind of the PvP in-game type deal, but at the same time, some people just want to get in there, grind out some fucking bosses, and go the fuck about their business. So, definitely think that was definitely smart on their part. Of course, with my fucking graphics just eating shit, because which is another thing I'm hoping in the later patches that they fix, is just how hot this game makes your phone. I mean, like, the simple fact that this makes your phone so hot. Like, unfortunately, I don't have a PC, or at least I don't have my PC set up currently to be able to put it on the emulator and play it. So I have to play this on my phone if I would like to enjoy it. So, oh look, LG member. But yeah, I mean, aside from that, that's just the quality of changes that I found. If I find any more, I'll probably make more videos on these quality of changes, but these are just the quality of changes that I've noticed. Of course, you're going to have other content creators that's going to talk about everything as a whole. I'm just talking about the little things, just the finer details uh, that probably weren't in the patch notes that I feel is a great addition, or I feel is a hindrance in this update. So anyway, that's gonna do it for me. Like the video if you haven't. Subscribe for more content from your boy Yinko, the Useless Ninja. Peace out, my ninjas.